Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I'm coming after you. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Kill.
A quick throw. It's Arthega Whiteside. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Here we go. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Watch it. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd and a couple. Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now. Crocker, and not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Kill. 57.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On first down, Crocker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
54 is mark. 54 is mark. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's find 7. Here we go. Watch the pass.
On second and 15 now. Wentz. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
It's just me and you. Man 5-7. It's me and you. Mike 5-4. Mike. Hey, Charlie. Mike 5-4. I got one. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Mike 52. Stop your whining.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On second down, it's Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check safety, check safety. Bang, 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 bang. And kill.
Now a play fake. Wentz. It's complete to Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, go kill. Hey, exit. Check Mike 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Switch gears. Check. Crunch. Sunday. Bravo. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, they're scared. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Here we go.
Wentz. Looking left inside, and it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice the hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
17 yards. And the Seahawks, first down.
19. Hey, watch the ball. Back.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm here all day. Check. 14. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 12, Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Check Mike 21.
Now Wilson on first down. And this one's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, but it's going to be second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it'll bring up third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll run on first down. Crocker, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crocker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. On second down now, Crocker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Just like that. Just like that.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go. You tighten up. Hey, check.
Here's Wilson. Gonna throw again. Going for Metcalf. It got his man. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play.
Double count right here. Double count.
Seahawks.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Staying on his feet, and the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. Not a big deal on that one, just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. From the shotgun, Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, check right 21, right 21. Check right 21.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They run the counter. Crocker going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down. They're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
They run it with Carson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run again with Carson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Three buds.
They go down to a knee, and the